Hi guys. Thanks for joining. Yeah, today we are going to do functions. We are going to do functions today. Hush. Let me do this. No, let me mirror. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Hola. Fede, Wunja. Siyapusha. Sizokuva ngoDisemba manje siyapusha. Isikolo kumele siphele. Yeah, I'm still looking for the questions, guys, ne? Good afternoon, and thanks for joining, Thanks for joining. I'm hoping all you will enjoy the lessons. Today I'm going to do a full, what do you call this? A full lesson, like a full explanation on functions. I'm still looking for the questions, Yeah, I got them. Yeah. Siyapusha bafo. Akuna sikhathi sokudlala, siyapusha. Abadlalayo baninile. Greetings, my boy. Greetings, We will learn a lot today. We will learn a lot. Huh? Yeah. More especially, the functions are a problem, more especially when it comes to people analyzing the graphs of weather, where they are both increasing, where they're both decreasing, where, it's became a problem. But for now, I'm going to cover a part where we need to draw a graph, Going to start on the part where we need to draw a graph, guys. Drawing a graph, wabo. So let's start. Let me switch off the music. Yeah. Guys, can we please name the different types of functions we have, And guys, this is not restricted, ne? Even grade 10s are welcomed, grade 11s are welcomed, and grade 12s are welcomed. Because remember, this is a revision. Babo? This is a revision. Thank you very much. We have a linear functions. Right? Another one. Thank you, hyperbola. Parabola functions. Parabola, thank you very much. Parabola. functions. Right? Exponential functions. Thank you very much. Exponential functions. Yes. Oh, parabola or a quadratic. Let me just say slash quadratic. Ne? Slash parabola quadratic slash quadratic or parabola. More or less the same thing. Bon. Thank you very much for the gift. Thank you very much. So guys, thank you very much. Ne? Yes, thank you very much for 100k within a blink of an eye though. Thank you very much for you guys. Let's talk. What is a function? What is a function? What is a function? Let's talk about a function. What is a function? Because of remember guys, we can't do something which we don't understand. Like akumelanga senze into esingayizwisisi. Ara tshwantse o ira selo se re sa squishishing. Thank you very much for the gift guys. Thank you, and God bless you. And I'm hoping this lesson is going to be productive. Yes. Okay, some people they say it's a relationship between X and Y. So how can you define it? Some other people, but I need that specific definition of a function. There's a specific definition of a function. Why am I feeling hot? Feeling hot, eh? It means what is going to be a hot lesson. So a function, it's a what, guys? It's a what? What is a function? Yeah, it's still a function. Cubic function. Still a function. Right? It's still a function. Even trig functions are functions, right? What is a function? What is a function? Who can tell us? Who can tell us? I know it's a relationship between an X and a Y, but there's a specific definition that I want. It is a what? It is a what? One value of what gives you what value of? I'm not sure. I need those definition along the line. Abon? Who can tell us voluntarily, guys? Who can tell us what is a function? Because there is no way we can move without understanding the definition of a function. There is no way that we can move and deal with other things without knowing what is this function. On good says the relationship between two or more variables, not variable, a value, right? Yeah. The purpose of this is for you extra people to finish this. We're still on the fighting mode. So guys, okay, let's just say a function is a relationship between X and Y. But a function, it is a set. It is a set or a what? I forgot. But let's just take for now like it is the relationship between X and Y. A relationship between X and Y. So now, guys, I want to ask you. I want to ask you. Hore. If I'm having Y is going to be equals to X plus 2, how many values of X am I going to get in this equation? How many values of X am I going to get in this equation? How many values of X am I going to get in this equation? Thank you very much. We are going to get one value of X, right? So one like this value of X has to give you one value of Y, right? And in order for us to see that how many values are we going to get, like obviously we will see with an exponent. So what about y is going to be equals to x squared, let me say minus 4. How many values of x are we going to get there? How many values of x are we going to get? Thank you very much. We are going to get 2 values of x, right? And lastly, how many values of x are we going to get? Okay, let me just say minus 1. How many values of x we can possibly get here? We can possibly get 3. I know this obviously checking the roots and whatsoever, it can be confusing sometimes because of obviously whenever I do this, because like if you check the exponents and when solving for x for future references, if you are looking at your exponents, you just know that you have to get a certain number of values related to the x-axis. I'm not sure if I'm making sense on that part. I'm trying to keep this lesson as simple as possible. So now, let's talk about the graphs. Let's talk about the graph. Let's talk about the graph. No, we are going to talk about those things. Let's talk about the graphs. Ne? Graphs. I'm going to draw random graphs to check if you are on the right track, you are on the same boat with us. And please like, share, and follow. So, what kind of a graph is this one? What kind of a graph is this one? What kind of a graph is that one? It's an hyperbola graph. Thank you very much, right? It's an hyperbola graph. So let me ask you something. Is this an increasing function or a decreasing function? Ha, manje sesibamba umlilo sesiya move manje. Please keep on tapping the screen. Is this an increasing function or a decreasing function? I knew it. The conflict on the comment section. I knew it. So, alright, okay, guys. Thank you very much for your participation. Ne? You are going to answer yourself, and I'm expecting everyone to answer with the same answer. Again, I'm expecting everyone to answer with the same answer. So, obviously, what's happening to the value of x? To see for you to identify whether this is an increasing function or a decreasing function. Ne? Let's see. If I move from left to right, what is happening to the x values? Like, let's talk about the x values. Ne? We all agree from left to right. What's happening to the x values? Are they decreasing or decreasing? Or are they increasing or decreasing? The x values when we move from left to right, they are increasing, right? We all agree on that. They are increasing. And get, because of obviously this is the negative part and this is the positive part. So if we move from left to right, this is going to be an increasing, like these are increasing value, right? So if we are increasing from left to right, what is happening? What am I doing? Am I increasing too? Because of, look, I'm moving from here and I'm trying to increase with the value of x because I'm moving from left to right. So what am I doing? Am I increasing or decreasing? Yes, I see where the sense is coming now. Am I increasing or decreasing? I'm decreasing, right? Because of, if you can check, if I'm having -1, -2, -3, -4, and obviously this is the 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And obviously, let me just say this is going to be 3, -3, -2, and -1. And this is going to be 1, 2, and 3, right? I'm moving from left to right. I'm decreasing, right? If I further move to the positive side of the x, am I increasing or decreasing relative to y? We are watching the y values now. As I'm increasing with the x values, am I decreasing or increasing? No. Let's focus. We are focusing on the y plane. As we increase on the x-axis, focus and listen to me. As we are increasing on the x plane, what is happening to the graph on the y plane? Decreasing. Thank you. The x is increasing, the y it is decreasing, right? Thank you very much. And remember, the function, it is defined by what? It is defined by what? What defines the function between x and y? What defines the function between x and y? Or maybe I'm not asking this question correctly. The y value defines a function. It is defining a function, but it is the function it is defined with respect to x, but the y value is the one that defines the function. Or maybe English A, I'm not sure it is making sense, or am I stand to be corrected. But what I'm trying to say, we see the function relative to the y, but this y it is defined with respect to x. One good to see is when we talk about the y, we talk about the function, but the function it is defined with respect to x. That's why I'm asking you, that's why I'm telling you, I mean. So when I say from left to right, as we are increasing with the function, what is happening to the y values? Thank you. Y depends on x. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you very much. The y value, it depends on x. That's why I'm saying that the function, it is defined with respect to x. What is the function? The y is the function. One good says, so this is going to be a decreasing function. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? Does it make sense? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's do another example. Let's do another example. Let's do another example. Is this a decreasing or an increasing function? Is this a decreasing or an increasing function? For online classes, I charge 200 per month, my friend. But thank you very much. It's going to decrease. It's going to be a decreasing function. I love the fact that I'm having the same answer. So it's very pleasing for you guys to have. So you can see as we move from left, that's how you analyze, guys. That's how you analyze whether you are having an increasing function or a decreasing function. One good news is, so the y determines the function. One good news is, the y determines the function. From left to right, you move from left to right. What's going on with the function? What's going on with the function if you move from left to right? One good news is, When you are lucky. You are lucky. So as we increase from left to right, what's going on with the function? The function, it is decreasing. One good with this, it is decreasing. You understand that? I'm not going to talk about, for now, for the first 30 minutes, what is the value of A? Leave the value of A, leave the function, just clear your mind and listen to me on what I'm talking about. Listen to me, clear your mind, clear, because I want you to understand the graph, and I want you to understand how you analyze graph, irrespective of whichever, whether trig functions, whether quadratic, whether what. Listen to me. Listen to me. It will all make sense when I'm bringing the topic of the x, y, what. So now I'm going to draw a graph. Ne? Aha. You never saw this graph before. You never saw this graph before. Going to say 1, 2, 3. And 4 and 5. Ne? Yes. So this is x and this is y. Now I'm asking, for which values of x is the graph increasing? For which values of x will the graph increase? I fail to understand seeing people failing questions like this while we are here with Mr. TK. Please like, share, and follow, and tap the screen up to 10K. For which values of x will the graph increase? I need that conflict. Let's see the 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 conflict. We don't know what is the name of this function. I also don't know what is the name of this function. But I see 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, and which proves that you guys, you don't know how to answer these questions like this. Okay. Segwaila BK. Yes. Boy, let me teach you how to answer the questions like this. Let me write this down. Yeah? Like, for which values of x will the function increase? Right? Now I'm going to answer the question. Thank you very much, guys. I see, and those who got this answer correctly, like, big shout out to you guys. So let's see. From 0, you can see as we are increasing, because remember, on our axis, we always move from left to right. And we always move from left to right. Remember, on the x, you move from left to right. You increase with the x values. And as you are increasing with the x values, you find out, from 0 to 3, what is happening with the graph? What's happening with the graph from 0? From 0 point to 3. What is happening to the graph? What is happening to the graph? Is the graph increasing or decreasing? Is the graph increasing or decreasing? Yeah? I'm saying pieces, then. I'm busy. Cool. The graph is increasing, right? So tell me, What is happening with the graph from 3 to 5? What is happening with the graph from 3 to 5? What is happening to the graph from 3 to 5? What is happening to the graph? It is decreasing, right? And what is happening to the graph from 5 to the rest of the values? What is happening to the graph from 5 to infinity? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The graph, it is increasing, right? So how do you answer this question? You will write, the graph, it is increasing from where? From 0 to 3. It means in this interval, right? That's where we get our graph increasing, right? This is the interval, the graph, it is increasing, because you can see as I move from left to right, I'm going up the slope. So I'm going to say, oh, thank you very much for the gift. Thank you. So it's going to be 0. It's going to be 0. And my x is going to be greater than 0, but less than 3. Right? Greater than 0, but less than 3. You see that? Greater than 0, but less than 3. Or you can write this as x is an element of what? Is 0 included? Is the value there 0 included? Is the value 0 included? Is the value there included? That's the good question. Is the value included? Yes, it is included because of the slope, it's still increasing, right? It increases. What about 3? Is 3 included? Is 3 included? It means we have to put this. Is 3 included? 3, it's included. Is 3 included? Guys, 3, it is not included. 3, it is not included. Ne? 3, it is not included. The graph at 3, we are not sure whether the graph is still going up or it goes down. This is the stationary point. We are not sure this hore is going to go up or is going to go down. So that's why we are going to leave this like that. Am I clear on that part? How does it go down? This is more like a turning point. So it's not included. It's a stationary point. We can't include 3. You understand that? So this is going to be x is an element of 0 is to 3. That's where we get. Now, you can see, yes, from the graph, if this point at 3, it's more like a turning point. We can't include it because you are not sure whether the graph is increasing or decreasing. Like a turning point in a quadratic function. On the turning point, that's where the graph is like a point of inflection on the cubic function. You don't know what the graph is, whether it's going to concave up or concave down. So you can't include that point. Wabon? You understand that? I'm not sure if I'm making sense. So this is going to be what? So what about this is increasing? This is increasing, right? So what about the rest? Is 5 included? Because obviously from 3 to 5, we know that we get a decreasing graph, right? We know that we get a decreasing graph from 3 to 5. Because you can see if I move from 3 to 5, the slope, it changed. And get the slope, it changed. It's a decreasing graph. The 5, I'm asking you, what about 5? What about 5? Is 5 included? Is 5 included? Yeah, 5 is not included. It's a turning point. That's where the graph changes its slope. That's where the graph changes its slope. So you can't say, this, it is included. It is not included. You understand it? So here we are going to say x is an element of 5, which is the curve bracket. 5 is to infinity. Infinity is included. Is infinity included? Yes, thank you very much, Sipho. Is infinity included? Ah, my daughter. Is infinity included? Hey, functions are very nice. I see yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. If you guys are saying that infinity it is included, let's ask we are clarifying, guys. Ne? I like the fact that I love the fact that you are participating, right? And we will fix. We are fixing, Muna. We are fixing. Ne? I love the fact that you are participating and we are fixing. And guys, if infinity is included like this, ne? If infinity it is included like this, it means you are sure about the value of infinity. And I can come forward and say, hey, okay, since you are sure infinity is included, what is the value of infinity? What is the value? Because of when we talk about infinity, we are not sure where will this graph end. This is, we are not sure because this is continuous up until, I don't know, heaven. I don't know. Anger. Yes, so you are not sure. That's why we are saying infinite. When you say infinite, you will say the graph will continue up until it goes to heaven. Period. So now this, it will not be included. You understand now? Does it make sense to you? Does it make sense to you? Does it make sense to you? Thank you very much. I don't want to talk about, because I know you guys, most of you guys, you know how to calculate the x-intercepts and y-intercept. We'll talk about them. I need us to talk about serious stuff, domains and ranges, and analyzing the graph, because of now it becomes a problem. It becomes a big problem because of most of you don't know how to fill these questions, how to answer these questions. It's a problem. It's a problem. So let's talk about this. I'm going to draw a trig function now. No, man. Okay. No, let me leave trig functions now. Let me leave trig functions. We will deal with them later. Okay. Then I'm saying this value is 1 and this value It's 5. Eh? Yes. Then this is the graph of f, and this is the graph of v. Well, both functions increase. Please answer that for me. And I'm going to help you with this question when I'm at 15 key. Tap the screen. Oh yes, -5. Thank you. -5. Thank you very much. For which values of x will both function increase? And follow. How follow? Why button E is a red? Follow. Stop being a bloodsucker, man. Follow. Thank you very much. Let's see people. Come on, comment, guys. Comment. I need to help you. If you don't comment, you won't be able to be helped. Why you to the question? Every grade is covered here. Every grade is covered. For which values of x will both function increase? For both of them increase. Okay, let me say this is going to be negative 3 is to -4. Yes, to be fair on all of you. So labona hore wabona guys, whenever you are studying, make sure that you locate the specific problem that you struggle with, right? Don't just study things that you already confident. I know if I can ask you now or calculate the x-intercept, you will calculate them very quick without even hesitation. One good place is, when do we use simultaneous of the graph? We will come to that. Okay. I see. Guys, all right. From what's happening to the graphs when my x is less than 5? What's happening to these graphs? What's happening? Can someone tell me something? If x is less than 5, what's happening with these graphs? When x is less than 5. When x is less than 5, it means that we are focusing in this direction. What's happening with these graphs? What's happening with this graph? I need to see that you understand what you are talking about. What's happening with these graphs when x is less than 5? Decreasing. Okay. I see. The strict graph. We see the decreasing. What is it that is decreasing? Huh? What's happening to these graphs when x is less than 5? We are talking about this part. Okay, let's talk about the graph of G. Let's talk about the graph of G. let's talk about the graph of, yes, the graph of G. What's going on with the graph of G when x is less than 5? And remember, I told you, we move from left to right. Again, we move from left to right. One good this is. So it means what we are going to do what? We are going to analyze from left to right. What's going on with the graph of G? What's going on? Is it increasing or is it decreasing? Both gradients are positive after 3, so that the graph. Okay. It is decreasing. Thank you. It is decreasing because of as I'm approaching 5, you can see as we are moving from left to right. This graph, it is decreasing as it approaches -5. Thank you very much, right? And what's going to happen? What is happening to the graph of G again between 5 and -3? -5 and -3. -5 and -3. As it approaches -5. Thank you very much. Between -5 and -3, what is happening to the graph of G? Between -5 and -3. Focus. Let's have a focus, guys. Hey, increasing, decreasing. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Because I see many answers. Increasing, decreasing. Guys, I'm asking this question again. And please, guys, listen to understand. Listen to understand. I'm asking again. What's happening to the graph of G between -5 and -3? This portion only. What's happening to the graph of G between this portion here? I'm asking. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. It is decreasing. Decreasing, guys. Decreasing. I told you before. Didn't I say that? I said it. The y is the one that determines the function. One good to see. From -5 to -3, the graph, it is going down. It is decreasing. The y values are decreasing. Wabona lo. One good to see. Wabona lo. So, what is going on with the function, the f function? The f function. What is going on with the f function? It is a positive slope or a negative slope? What is going on? Tell me, is it a positive slope or a negative slope? So, thank you very much. So, can we conclude that the function of f, it is increasing throughout the x values? The function of f, it is increasing throughout the x values. Should we conclude that? Yes. Thank you very much. So now let's answer the question For which values of x will both function increase? Or before we answer the question, I'm talking about the graph of G now. Where is the graph of G starts to increase? Where is the graph of G starts to increase? Please follow, guys. Follow. From negative 3 to where? From negative 3 to negative infinity, or from negative 3 to positive infinity, or from negative 3 to 1, or from negative 3 to 5? Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. Tell me, from negative 3 to infinity, from negative 3 to 1, from negative 3 to positive infinity. Thank you. It's going to be from negative 3 to infinity. You can see when we move from negative 3 to infinity, the y values are now increasing. The y values are now increasing. So to answer this question, we will simply say what? How can we answer this question? We will say x is an element of, x is an element of what? Do we include negative 3? Do we include negative 3? We don't include negative 3, guys. We don't include negative 3. Why? Because of this stationary point. The graph is flat. You can see where this is the flat graph. We cannot tell whether the graph is going up or going down. Ne? Unless you think 0 is positive or not. Yes, that's very true. That's very true. A Bigfoot, that's very true. It's a turning point. It's a flat surface. Right? So this is going to be x is an element of the curvaceous bracket. Negative 3 to what? Is to infinity. Again, you can see where 3 to 1 0 we are increasing. We are increasing. So is infinity included? Is infinity included? I want to see people. It is not included. Thank you very much. The infinity is not included, so we are going to make sure that this is bracket, it is curvaceous. What is the other way of writing this? And I can see, and those who got the answer, I know what is the other way? With the number line, yes. With the number line, you would say, this is going to be an open hole. What is the difference between this open hole and this? What is the difference between the two? Yes. Hole 1 and hole 2. What is the difference between the two? What is the difference between the two? Okay. Thank you. Those who got this correct, they know themselves. This one, it is not included. Okay? This one represents not included. And this one represents included. So here, we are going to say from here, because obviously you are going to say this is going to be negative 3 to what? To infinity. You understand it? Or negative 3 to infinity. Right? So according to you, which answer between the two it is correct? According to you, which answer between the two is correct in answering that question? The top one. Because of the 3, it is not included. Right? The 3, it is not included. You get it? That's the number line. But usually in metric, they don't use their number line most of the time. But it's just the information that I can share. You understand? So, thank you very much. So, now I want to ask a beautiful question. A beautiful question. For which values of x? Can examiner. Call me an examiner today. So for which values of x will f of x divided by g of x, it's gonna be less than 0. Call me an examiner today. Yeah, call me an examiner today. Yeah. But if you want to study, don't be too soft for yourself. I'm telling you even now, don't be too soft for yourself. Challenge yourself. Make sure that once you are getting out of that library room, you feel it. You become stressed. You understand that? You become stressed. And in order for me to answer this question, I need 25k. In the meantime, let's communicate on the comment sections. If a person got this answer correct, we are continuing up until I see the correct answer on the comment section. So the follow-up question is, are you studying or are you pretending to study? Are you studying or are you pretending, as in like you are studying to convince your parents that you are studying, or you are playing? If you do that, you should be ashamed. You should feel guilty. Can you feel guilty kajeko to attend this panel or ya damano mpotsa nnete tshwantse ke challenge kajeko ke shape dilo tsa monnete wa nkutlwisisa yeah, that's the reason. It means that gives you the reason of you to stick around this channel. And thank you very much. You're welcomed. Today you will know it. For x less than 1. Okay, I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay. Let's see. Come on, guys. Hello. How's it? And guys, for extra classes, you can inquire. You can search BLR Tutoring. I repeat, BLR Tutoring. Go to my bio, there's a YouTube channel. Go to my bio, there's a website link. It will take you straight to the link. You can invite me. Go to my bio. There's a link. There are 2 links for the Instagram. Or not for Instagram. For YouTube. And what you call this? YouTube and the website. Yes. You go there. We just offer these lessons for 200 per month. Maths and physical sciences, by the way. Maths and physical sciences. And please, guys, tap the screen. Don't stop. 25k. If you feel like it's a lot of labor, you can even text on TikTok. You can even text me. And if you need the lessons for 200 per month, you can even text me. I will give you my personal number so that we can talk on WhatsApp. But to make things easier, you can go to the website and check how am I offering. It's just that my moderator today is not here. It's unfortunate. Tap the screen, follow. If this button, it's still red, you should feel guilty. Yeah, you I don't know. Please follow. Tap the screen, tap the screen. In the meantime, guys, both of x values no, you didn't understand. It means that you don't understand this question. People don't understand this question. People don't understand the question, and it's a worry. One, guys, no, I didn't. You can't type. Not possible. 25k likes. Tap the screen. 25k likes. I will start explaining while I'm at 25k likes. In the meantime, ask. You can ask me a question. What is it that you don't understand about this question? X is greater than 3. When x is greater than 3, you are guessing. You are guessing. No, it means the some comments, if they are filtered, I don't know. I'm not sure about that. From negative infinity to 1. You are guessing. Just give me 25k. Just give me 25k. Just give me my 25k likes so that I can explain this. Give me. You are soon there. 1,000 likes left. Tap the screen. Tap the screen. Alright. Yes. Tap. Come on. I'm teaching you patience, guys. You should be patient. Come on. This is not about me promoting. It's about you. You'll find out soon. Thank you very much. So, guys, let's analyze this. Thank you very much for 26, even 26k, even 26k. You're guessing, Sipo. You are guessing, my friend. But I'm going to help you now. Thank you very much for doing. So you are going to answer yourself, guys. Ne? I am going to answer yourself. Let me help you to answer yourself. Let's talk about this. How much is going to be the y? Yeah, you have to. So let's talk about how much is y on the x plane. How much is y on the x plane? It means when you divide x, let's give you less than 0. Thank you very much. The y is 0. Now, I want to teach you something. Like, you guys, you are thinking numbers. And this question, it is not about numbers. But it's fine. I will explain to you later. So what's happening? Like, how are the y's above the 0 point? How are the y's? How are the y's about the 0 point? Are they positive or negative? Are they positive or negative? Are they positive or negative? They are positive, right? This is the positive section, right? I can even buffer. That's just that I'm lazy to. Right, like this is the positive section above the 0 point, right? What about the below 0 point? What about the below 0 point? This section. The table. How am I going to structure my table? I'm not sure. This is going to be a negative section, right? I need you to understand it. So here's my question. What is negative divided by... Okay, let me just do it. Okay, what is negative divided by negative? What is negative divided by negative? What is negative divided by negative? It's going to be positive, right? What is positive divided by negative, or negative divided by positive? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's answer this one. This one is going to be negative, right? This is number 1. This is number 2. And lastly, what is, okay, no, I think these are just 2 scenarios, right? So now, from when x is less than 5, ne? Where is my g of x? When x is less than 5, right? And when we talk about x less than 5, we are talking about from negative infinity to 5, right? Where is my g on that portion? Where is my g on that portion? It is on the positive side, or is it on the negative side? Ne? I'm asking you, where is my g? I'm talking about this g, this. When x, it is less than 5. When we from negative infinity to negative 5, negative 5. Where is this graph? Is it on the positive or is it on the negative? It is on the positive, right? So here we are having the positive g when x is less than 5. What about the f? What about the f? Let's talk about the f. Where is f? What about the f? What about the f? Is it on the positive side or is it on the negative side? When x, it is less than 5. From negative to negative 5. Why am I liking to say 5? The f, this graph of f, the straight line. People didn't understand. Should I start over and explain? Should I start over and explain? You don't get what I'm trying to say. But like this question, it is very simple. The graph of g when x is less than 5, because it's gonna, like, when I say x less than 5, we am talking about from negative infinity. And I told you before, we go from left to right. Left to right. When we say x less than 5, we will say negative infinity to 5. Negative infinity to 5. We can see where this graph is on the positive section. This is the positive section. Anger, this is the positive section. What about the f? What about the f? The f, is it on the positive section or on the negative section? What about the f? I'm talking about the f. Is f on the positive section or on the negative section? South Africa yonke yadideka. Guys, what is this? Is the 0 point, right? I'm going to explain this. What is this? Is the 0 point. What is this section? Is this section a positive section? Is this section a positive section? Is this section a positive section? Alright. Is this section a negative section? Yes, we agree, right? Is G on the positive section? Is G on the positive section? Is G, like this, quadratic is G. Is G on the positive section? Alright, because of now we are focusing on negative infinity to 5. What about the f? F is on the positive section or on the negative section? When x, it is less than 5. Is the negative section, this graph of f, is the negative section, guys. You can see where this portion, it is below the 0 point. this section, it is below the 0 point. Or am I not making sense? Or you the one who is confused? From negative infinity to positive, the graph is thank you, Minky, thank you very much. This is the negative section. How can this be a positive section where we see where the graph of f, it's on the negative section, the graph of b, it's on the positive section? I told you this graph here is the 0 point. It's whether the graph is on the positive or it's on the negative. And now we are having this on the negative section and this is on the positive section. Or am I not making sense to you? This is the negative section, negative f. So now when we say, you see when our x, it is less than negative 5, if we are having plus g negative f, are we going to get an answer which is greater than 0 or less than 0? Yeah, very challenging. Are we going to have an answer which is greater than 0 or less than 0? Less than 0. This answer is going to be less than 0. It is this scenario. You get it. You get it. You get it. Do you get it? Is it understandable? I gave you one solution. I gave you one solution. This solution, it answers this question. When x is less than 5, when x is less than 5, we have the positive section of g and a negative section of f. When you divide both graphs, you are going to get a negative answer. And this answer is obviously, surely going to be less than 0. It's going to be great. Yes, it's going to be less than 0. What is another solution? Okay? Let's focus between 5 and 1. Let's focus on a section between 5 and 1. And I'm going to ask a simple question. Is the f graph on the positive section or on the negative section between 5 and 1? Between 5 and 1. Between negative 5, I'm focusing on negative 5 and 1. This section here. Is the f on the positive section, is the f, and I'm talking about the f of x. This f. Is f positive or negative? Is f positive or negative? Between 5 and 1. Is f positive or negative? Between negative 5 and 1. Between negative 5 and 1. Is f positive or negative? Between negative 5 and 1. Thank you very much. It was hard to convince you, Shem. F is going to be positive because you can see when it is above the 0 point. It is above 0. So F is going to be on the positive. It is above. This is the 0 and we get F. What about the G? What about the G? Yes, that's the question. That's the question that I was asking. That's the question I'm asking now. What about the G? Is G on the positive section or on the negative section? Or is G positive or negative? Is G positive or is G negative? Between negative 5 and 1. South Africa. South Africa. Okay. You know what's your problem, guys? Ne? Your problem. You don't afraid. You are not. You guys are afraid to be wrong. If you are wrong, you are wrong. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Just that people, they're scared to be wrong. You have to be wrong in order for you to get it right. I'm asking a question. This section, it is negative or positive? Is this section negative or positive? You know what's the problem? Ne? You guys, you are losing the track of thoughts. I'm not sure if what do I call it. Because I said it before, the why is the one that judges the function. Because of we are answering the question relative to the why. That's why even now I'm asking you, like I'm asking a simple question, between -5 and 1, is the graph of G on the positive or on the negative section? You are failing to answer me because of why you are losing that comment, or you are losing that understanding. And I said it before, the function, it is determined by the y with respect to x. Here we said like from when x is negative, when x is less than -5, it means we are from -infinity till -5. It means we are going to focus on that section. And I asked the follow-up question, here is the graph of G positive or negative? You said negative. And the graph of G is positive because of the y values are positive. You can see the y values are positive. One good basis. And here the graph of f is going to be negative because of the y values. This f here, when x it is less than 5, it is negative up until it changes here. One good basis. When it changes here and we are now, because now we are in this interval. We are no longer on that interval. Now we're in this interval after -5. Now the graph of f, it changes the direction. It is now positive now. Now I'm asking a question. What is going on with the graph of G? What is going on with the graph of G between -5 and 1? Is it positive or negative? And I can't answer that for you, because of you, the one who's going to face the music, and I won't be there. Because if I spoon feed you, you won't understand. You will write and move on, and of which is something that I don't want. So is it positive? Can I get a yes, no? Is it positive? Is it positive? Is it negative? Okay, is it negative? Is it negative? The graph of G, is it negative? The graph of G is negative, guys. The graph of G is negative. Whoa, she pushing. After -5, now the graph of G is below 0. You can see the graph of G is now below 0. It's playing along the -5. Along the negative side, I mean. The graph of G is negative. These are the negative y values. On good basis, it's below 0. So the graph of G is negative. So here we are having a positive f and then negative G. So when you divide the graphs, if I say f divided by G, am I going to get the answer which is greater than 0 or less than 0? Am I going to get an answer which is greater than 0 or less than 0? It's going to be less than 0. But that's why I'm asking, are you studying or are you pretending to study? Are you studying or you are pretending to study? But this is going to be less than 0. So this is another solution. It means where x, what is the answer for this one? It's going to be between -5 and 1. That's where we get this solution. Wangudu says, because of between -5 and 1, we get this one. The graph of f positive, the graph of g negative. And when you divide the two, the answer here, it will be less than 0. So it's going to be what? -5 less than x less than 1. You understand that? Am I making sense? Which part should I repeat? Which part should I repeat? Does it make sense? And say x is great, x is less than 1. Yeah, that's a big mistake. We don't account to it. Hey, what do you mean when you say you don't account to it? I'm not understand. F and G are y values. F and G are y values. Y value for F, Y value for G. You understand? You think you should explain? I think you should explain why -5 is not included. Yes, because of even here, it is not included. Because of if we include it, it means that because remember, if I include -5, do you see that the f of f, the f of x, and the g of x is going to be 0, right? And remember, if g of x becomes 0, this function will be undefined. My question is, we don't account for it. What is to account, guys? It's courses in a long bet. You understand? We don't account for values less than 5. I'm not sure. Maybe this way the account is I'm betanyana. Some betanyana score, some betanyana. King account. Or maybe you are saying we don't include values that are less than 5. I'm not sure. Let me try to answer you. Let me try and explain this part. Or maybe I'm not sure the problem is English or what. But the values that are less than 5, they are going to be part of the solution. No, we include them. We include them. Yes. We include them because of if the values that are less than 5, the values that are less than 5, they are going to be part of the solution. Why? It's because of they are satisfying this condition. I'm not sure if I'm making sense. Because of if the values are less than 5, where values are less than 5, you can see the function is on the positive side and the other function is on the negative side. And when you divide those functions, they're going to give you a solution which is less than 0. You understand that? Because of this function, it is continuously going down and that function continuously goes up. You understand that? But 5, Wangudu says, yes, thank you very much. But 5, you don't include 5 because of when f of x is 5 or g of x is 5, we won't get a positive or a negative value. Remember, if f of x is equals to 5, because of you can see here, when f is equals to 5, negative 5, I mean. You understand? When f it is equals to negative 5, you will have what? 0 divided by g of x. And what is this equivalent to? 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 You can see, like, when f is equals to negative 5, it's going to be 0, right? And you can see now it's going to be what? It's going to be 0 less than 0. There is no such. What? There is no such thing as 0 less than 0. The Q watch for which values of x with the y values. Which values of x with the y values of f defined. Yes, that was the question. That was the question. That exactly the question. For which values of x with the y's of values of f divided by the y's values of g less than yes. That's the question. In simple terms, Ongutu says here it's 0, but this one, f of x divided by 0, this is one is undefined, this one is 0. Ne? You do miss this. It's 200 per month. It's 200 per month. The extra classes are 200 per month. 200 per month. The extra classes are 200 per month. For the Zoom, TikTok is just a marketplace, but obviously I spend a lot of time doing those things. You can remain for a few 2-3 hours doing these questions. You will learn. So are we okay with this one? So let me ask you something. What's going on with both of the graphs when x is less than 1? When x it is greater than 1. When x is greater than 1, what's going on with both graphs? What do you think? Please text me on TikTok, my friend. Text me on the inbox on TikToks, and please text me on the inbox. Once I'm done with this live, I will send you my number. Let's leave. All right. Excuse me. Yeah, not increasing, guys. Here we are not talking about increasing or decreasing. I think I should emphasize this. Ne? If they're asking you about the increasing or decreasing, put your mind on increasing or decreasing. Because of, you can see even between -3 and 1, the graph is increasing, but it's where? Where is this graph? The graph is increasing, correct, but where is this graph? Is this graph on the positive side of the y? Here, between 3 and y. Is the graph on the positive side of y? Is this graph on the positive side of y? I'm asking. Thank you. It's not on the positive side of y, but it is increasing. That's why I also teach physical sciences. Babo, this graph here, it is increasing, but it's not on the positive side. That's why whenever they are asking you about this graph, or sometimes they will tell you, just like, let me ask you another question. The co-host to so sometimes they will tell you for which, yes, physical sciences, it does cover it. We cover physics and chemistry, 10, 11, and 12. So they will say for which values of x will g of x multiplied by f of x is greater than or less than 0. Baba, this is where you use this technique. You are looking off the section, you will say, oh, okay, this is my positive section and this is my negative section. Okay, let me trace. And how do you trace it? You will look. You look off like you are putting your eyes on the intercept. On good wishes. Or this is the x-intercept, this is the x-intercept. And after the x-intercept, I can see where my f, it's below the 0 point. It means where my f is negative. And if my f is negative and my g is positive, it means from here to here, I have my G, I have my F positive, and I have my G to be negative. So if I multiply the positive F and negative G, what value am I going to get? Am I going to get the value that is greater than 0 or less than 0 here? Which value am I going to get? I'm going to get a value that is less than 0. You understand? So it means my solution is going to be x, -5, x is greater than 5 but less than 1. This is the solution for that. And also, you further check, guys. You check. You don't just get one solution, one good and relax. You further check, what is happening after the x-intercept. You see where this graph is on the negative part. So it means here I'm having the negative x and here I'm having the positive g. So if I multiply these graphs, which value am I going to get? Am I going to get a positive value or a negative value if I multiply the two graphs? Am I going to get a positive value or a negative value? If I multiply the two graphs, when x is less than 5, am I going to be getting a positive value or a negative value? It's going to be a negative value, right? So what is another answer? What is the answer here? What is the answer? What is the answer? What is the answer for this? It's going to be this guy. X is less than 5. You understand? X is less than 5 because when x is less than 5, this is going to continuously go up on the positive section of x. On good is, and this graph of g, yes, g is gonna be up on the positive section, and f is going to go down on the negative section. When I multiply the two, I'm going to get a negative answer. So when x it is less than 5, the answer is going to be the solution. This answer is going to be the solution for this guy. What about this one? What about this one? Let me give you a time to check. How do we answer this guy here? If maybe I'm having f of x or g of x multiplying f of x, and I will get an answer which is greater than 0. Let me give you time to check and give me the solution. Let me give you time to check this, and let me give you a solution, and I will give you a solution while I'm at 38k. When x is greater than 0. Okay. Please tap the screen, guys. Tap the screen. It's gonna be x greater than 1, guys. Why, bo? Greater than 1. I see where some people they are starting to understand this thing. They are starting to understand this thing, and I'm happy. When x is greater than 1. Thank you. Because when x is greater than 1, both of the graphs, where is our g when x is greater than 1? Where is our g when x is greater than 1? It is on the negative or positive? The g. Let's talk about the g. Is g positive or negative? Is g positive or negative? Yes, it's positive. You can see it's above the 0 point. The g is positive. What about f? What about f? What about f? What about f? Thank you. It's going to be positive because we are focusing on where the graph where the x it is greater than 1. Both of these graphs they are positive. So when I say positive multiplied by positive, am I going to get an answer which is less than 0 or greater than 0? Thank you very much. It's going to be greater than 0. Positive times positive is going to be positive. So the answer is going to be greater than 0. So the solution, it's when it's x greater than 1. That's the solution. Or x is an element of 1 is not included. And 1 is not included. Because of why? Why 1 is not included? Because of if 1 is not included, f is going to be what? If 1 is included, x is going to be what? F of x is going to be what? Thank you. F of x is going to be 0 because of you can see when x is 1, g of x, sorry about that. G of x is going to be 0. You understand that? So what is 0 multiplied by g? What is g? What is 0 multiplied by g? It's going to be 0. So we won't be having a solution. So x is an element of 1 is to infinity. So do you see how you analyze this graph, guys? So do you see? I guess we now get it. Like, does it ring a bell? Does it ring a bell? I believe so. And guys, let me advise you, like, take your time, ne? Don't rush knowing something. You take your time. Take your time. Allow yourself to be confused, ne? Up until everything comes into light. Because of there is no way or you would learn something today and you understand it by today. It needs practice. Your mind has to get used to it. You get that? Yes, okay, okay. Since you requested, I can do that. Since you requested. Oh, we've been in this questions, ne? So let's see. Let's focus on another scenarios. Let's focus on other scenarios. So guys, can I have 40k, guys? Can I have 40k likes? And those who wish to inquire, you can text me on TikTok. I will send you my number. Text me on TikTok. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure. I will give you my number. I only charge 200 per month for maths, 200 maths, 200 physics, and we keep on rolling. So let's talk about let's do an activity. Let's talk about a domain and range. Okay, we have 6.1 and 6.2. Okay. So we are having the graph, ne? We are having the graph of f of x being equals to a multiplied by 2x. Ne? On good this is. Don't say that. Don't say that. Give yourself time. Give yourself time. Give yourself time. One. Last one. Ne? And we are having the typical question, which says 6.1.1. Show. Okay, let me draw the graph. What am I doing? Iowa. What's yes? It's going to be an exponential graph. And 6.1.1, they're saying show that a is going to be equals to 1. What point are we going to use? Is this an increasing function or a decreasing function? Hey, I can see my question are predicted now. Is this an increasing function or a decreasing function? Hmm? This is going to be a decreasing function, right? It's going to be a decreasing function. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's going to be a decreasing function. Because I told you that we move from left to right. As we move from left to right, we are going down the slope, right? So, like, which points are we going to use? Which points are we going to use? The origin. I saw people they are saying, we are going to use the origin. Understandable. So, now, before we come to this question, you know, guys, me, I like to stretch when it comes to the knowledge. Ne? Let's say we are having f of x. It's going to be equals to a bx plus q. What does q represent? What does q represent? What does q represent? The shift. What does q represent? Like, guys, this q represents an asymptote. The asymptote. Babon. This, it represents this asymptote. Right? What is an asymptote? What is an asymptote? What is an asymptote? What is it? What is an asymptote? What is an asymptote? That's why. What is an asymptote? Yes, you understand? Is the line which the graph approach but does not touch. The best example is an electric fence. Do you know an electric fence? The electric fence, can you touch an electric fence? Can you touch an electric fence? Can you touch it? Can you touch an electric fence? Can you touch it? You cannot, right? But you can only approach it. You can approach it and approach it, but you can't touch it. Anger. We cannot touch it. So let's talk about few things, right? Let's talk about the few things. I want us to talk about the value of A and B. Ne? I want us to talk about the values of A and B. Hey, why am I rubbing that graph? I want A times BX plus Q. I want us to talk about the value of A and B, right? So now, if our A becomes 0, does the graph going to exist? Is our graph going to exist? Is our graph going to exist? Yes, our graph is going to be undefined, right? Right? If our B, because we can see, we can even prove it. Let's say we are having our A being equals to 0 and we substitute this with 0, right? We substitute that with 0. So you can see here we are going to have f of x is going to be equals to q. This is not what you call, this is not a function. You understand that? So A cannot be 0. You understand? This is one of the conditions for the exponential function. So now moving forward, what's going on if B is going to be equals to 1? What's going to happen if B is going to be equals to 1? This is not restricted. Everyone is welcomed. Grade is not restricted. Everyone is welcomed. Oh, what's going to happen if B is equals to 1? Why will the graph stay the same? I'm interested. Why will the graph stay the same? Let's say our B is 1. What's going to happen? The graph will increase. What's going to happen if our B is equals to 1? Should I tell you? So what's going to happen is gonna B is the compression and stretching value. No, I didn't want that explanation. But let me tell you something. If B is gonna be equals to 1, right? Let's just practice, Let's just practice something. A and 1x there. Do you see when we won't be having a function? For every value of x, f of x will be equals to a plus q. So we won't be having a function. I'm not sure if I'm making sense here. We won't be having a function because of, like, if I'm saying, if I replace, let's just say for instance, f of x is going to be equals to 2 multiplied by 1x minus 3. Can you please give me f of 1? Can you please give me f of 1? Let's do the practical now. Can you please give me f of 1? Can we please give me the f of 1? What's going to be f of 1? Yes, it's going to be negative 1. What about f of 2? What about f of 2? Negative 1. Thank you very much. What about f of 3? It's going to be negative 1. So do you see, Hori, for every x value, when b is equals to 1, the graph will be the same, constant. We won't be having the curve like that. You understand that? We won't be having the curve like that. So the graph will be flat, like that. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? So hence, b cannot be 1. Does it make sense? I hope it does. It's gonna be a negative 1. You understand? What b do? B determines the stretch. Does the b determine the stretch? It determines the stretch, right? But the most important thing about b, it cannot be 1. Right? So I wanted to emphasize that point. A cannot be 0 and b cannot be 1. You don't understand? I will post this on YouTube, my friend. But which part did you not understand? Guys, if you don't understand, specify, pinpoint. Say, why did you, about each letter represents A, it represents what? We should know. I don't know. What does A represent? You tell me. What does A represent? Come on, guys. What does A represent? I don't know. No, not the amplitude. There's no way. Not the amplitude. Not the gradient. The shape. The shape, what does the shape do? What does the shape do? Whether the shape does what? Whether the shape does what? Thank you. Yes, that's the perfect example. Uphill or downhill. Thank you very much, my friend. We can call it that. Uphill or downhill. Or some people, they can say, yes, increasing or decreasing function. On good basis. But let's just take uphill and downhill, because I will tell you the reason why don't I take the increasing or decreasing. Ne? I will tell you the reason why. Downhill. On good basis. So what about B? The B, we just did it now. Let's talk about B. Probably tomorrow. Let's talk about B. Turning point. Inbox. Thank you. The stretch or compression. That's very good, guys. Or compression. Thank you very much. What about Q? Let's talk about the Q. What about Q? I don't like this shifting. It does determine the shift, but I prefer asymptote, ne? Yes. I believe we are having this on record and we are all fine. Ne? Ane? Yes, the horizontal. Thank you. Horizontal. Thank you very much. This is gonna be the horizontal asymptote. Ne? Thank you very much. So, hey, let's do this one. What's going to be the value of A? We are going to use the origin. So obviously we are going to say what? F of 0 is going to be what? It's going to be 0. Right? Am I wrong on that part? Oh, sorry. -1 here. Ne? -1. Not 1. -1. Right? So what are we going to do? We are going to go to the formula and we are going to say 0 is going to be equals to what? A multiplied by 2 raised to the exponent 0 plus 1. And what are we going to do? What is 2 to the exponent 0? What's going to be 2 to the exponent 0? 2 to the exponent 0 is going to be 1, right? So we are going to have A multiplied by 1 plus 1. Right? Thank you very much. Take this one to the other side, then -1 is going to be equals to A. You understand that? Thank you very much. We transpose the 1 to that other side, then we get our A being -1. Right? So another question, comma 1, comma 2, what is the range of the graph? What is the range of f? What is the range? What is the range? Okay. Because of it passes through the origin. Right? This point at 0 is to 0. And this graph, it passes through the origin. That's why we choose 0 is to 0. Thank you very much. So my y is going to be less than 1. Right? It means this is going to be my line. And what is the equation of an asymptote? What's going to be an equation of an asymptote? What's going to be an equation of an asymptote? What's going to be an equation of an asymptote? The equation of an asymptote. -1. Y is going to be equals to -1. That's an equation of an asymptote. Very nice and very simple. Right? So let's talk about exponential. We covered, now we are covering the hyperbole. This is exponential and this is hyperbole. We covered the conditions and we covered most of the things. Today we are clarifying the misconceptions. Guys, you are no longer tapping the screen. And I'll follow. You guys are watching. You are only watching. You are not tapping the screen. You are only watching. You are not following. Please fold. I'm talking to you. Please fold. How do you feel when someone is helping you when you don't want to help with a single follow? You're not wanting to help with a single follow. Okay. Thank you very much for the follow, guys. Thank you. So now, let's talk about hyperbole, right? It's going to be ax plus p plus q. Ne? So, what does a represent? Right? Or let's just not state. I want to know what is going on when it is less than 0. When it is less than 0. What's going on with the function? Are we having an increasing function or a decreasing function? Yeah, now I'm about to cause a conflict. Are we having an increasing function or a decreasing function when a is less than 0? Okay, we are having a quadrant 2 and quadrant 4, right? So it's fine. I'm going to draw those quadrants. Is this an increasing function or a decreasing function? Ha. Hey. Thank you very much for the gift. Are we having a decreasing function or an increasing function? He. Lastly, are we having a decreasing function or an increasing function? This one deserves a 50K share. You are guessing. It is straightforward. But which one is the answer? I'm going to answer when I'm on 50K. Because no like yes or no. Babang increasing. Babang decreasing. Babang both. Babang neither. Yeah, we're all. Is it an increasing function? Is this an increasing function? Is this an increasing function? I'm enjoying this conflict in the comment section. Guys, this is an increasing function, by the way. It's an increasing function. I told you, guys, that we do what? We move from left to right. And we check, or as we move from left to right, are we going up or are we going down? But if we are going down, we are decreasing. If we are going up, we are decreasing. So what am I doing? You tell me now. What am I doing as I move from left to right? Look, what am I doing? Am I decreasing? Am I decreasing? Look, I'm moving from left to right. I want to know, am I decreasing? Okay. What about this one? I'm moving from left to right. Am I decreasing? I'm increasing. You understand it? So let's talk about the other way around. Let's talk about the other way around. When a is greater than 0. Which quadrant are we talking about? Which quadrants are we talking about? Which quadrants are we talking about? Latom Alsateba screen. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hey. Tango. It's going to be first and third. Right? What about that function? What about this function? Is it an increasing function or a decreasing function? What about this one? Yes, it's a decreasing function, guys. When I move from left to right, what am I doing? I'm decreasing. I'm decreasing. Thank you very much for the gifts. Thank you. And God bless you. So, what does P and Q represent? I'm going to talk about P and Q now. What does P and Q represent? The shift. These two, they represent the asymptote. The asymptote. This one is going to be what? The P is going to be which asymptote? P is going to be the horizontal asymptote. P. Is P going to be an horizontal asymptote? P. P is the vertical asymptote. Ne? This one is horizontal. Right? So, -2. Oh, I have my formulas there. Now, so let's draw our graph, ne? Let's teach each other how to draw the graph. First, I'm going to have the Cartesian plane. So what is my asymptote? What is my vertical asymptote? What is going to be guys, tap the screen. Where is a vitli marago 50 key? Yeah, hana 50 key, yeah? Tap the screen, guys. Tap the screen. What's going to be my vertical asymptote? It's going to be +2. Thank you very much. I wanted to see that. So we are going to take this x. It's gonna -2 is gonna be equals to 0, and my x is gonna be equals to 2, and this is going to be my asymptote. Hey, by the way, this is +3, ne? That is going to be +3. So now you see what I'm going. I have my vertical asymptote, so I'm going to draw it at 2. At 2, and this is going to be like that. Do you see it? And what's going to be the value of my horizontal asymptote? Thank you very much for the gift, for the heart. Thank you very much. My horizontal is going to be 3. Thank you. Here's my 3 there, and I'm going to draw the neat asymptotes like that, right? On which quadrants will I have both of the hyperbole graphs? On which quadrants will I have my hyperbole graphs? On which quadrants? Thank you very much for the phone. 1 and 3, right? So, judging by the information I gave you before I draw this graph, is this going to be an increasing function or a decreasing function? Is this going to be an increasing function or a decreasing function? Yes, it's going to be a decreasing function because of A is positive, right? Yes, it's going to be a decreasing function. Ne? Then, obviously, we have to determine the x and the y intercepts. So now, let's see. Okay. For x-intercept, for the x-intercept, we let y to be equals to 0, which is fine. Then we are going to have what? 0 is going to be equals to 3 over x minus 2 plus 3. Take this one to the other side. It's going to be negative 3. It's going to be equals to 3 over x minus 2. Then I cross multiply. Then this will times that, and I'm going to have 3 x minus 2 and over 1. That multiplied by that is going to be 3. Right? I can just simply divide this with 3, divide this with negative 3, and I'm going to have my what? I can have x minus 2 is going to be equals to negative 1. Take the x to the other side, then it's going to be what? What's going to be my value of x? What's going to be my value of x? My value of x is going to be what? Negative 1. Negative 1. Thank you very much. It's going to be... Oh, 1. Sorry. It's going to be 1. Not negative 1. Thank you very much for the gift. So, I will have the point 1 here. The 1 is going to be here. And I have to do the same thing on the y-axis. I'm going to determine the y-intercept, right? For the y-intercept, we let x gonna be equals to 0. And what am I going to do? I'm going to say h of 0 is gonna be equals to 3 over 0 minus 2 plus 3. It's going to be equals to 3 over 2 negative plus 3. So what's going to be h of 0? What's going to be my h of 0? What's going to be my h of 0? What's going to be my h of 0? Negative 3 over 2 plus 6 over 3. No, 6 over 2. Which is 3 minus 6 is going to be 3 over 2. It's going to be 3 over 2, right? Then this, it's positive 3 over 2. It means that my point here is going to be 3 over 2. Ne? 1 and 3 over 2. Let me bring this closer. Any grade 10, 11, and 12. It's going to be 3 over 2 and 1. Right? So my graph is going to look like how? It's going to be like, it's going to look like this. Yes. Is this correct? Is this the correct graph for the hyperbola? Is this the correct graph? I believe so. So thank you very much. So now, thank you very much. You can ask a question if you would like to. Then yeah, this is going to be the graph, and what's going to be my follow-up question is going to be what? The domain. No, Paksana Vandula. Gonna be what there? Domain. What's gonna be the domain of f? What's going to be the domain of this graph? F. What's going to be the domain? Let's talk about the domain. What's going to be the domain of this graph? Any grade from grade 10, 11, and 12. Grade 10, 11, and 12. But this one is grade 11. For now, it's just grade 11. Yes, it can be grade 12. Even grade, it's way too important for this to grade 12s. That's why. Guys, please fold. I don't see followers here. I'm watching. I don't see followers. Please follow the live. Follow the live. What's gonna be the domain? X is an element of real numbers from negative infinity to positive. X is an element of all real numbers. X cannot be equals to 2 because of an asymptote. Yes, that's very true. X is not equals to 2. That's very true. Yes. So guys, if my X becomes 2, let's say my X is gonna be equals to 2. My X is equals to 2. What's going to happen? What's going to happen if my X is equals to 2? What's going to happen if my X is equals to 2? Yes, it's gonna be divisible by 0. You can see over here, if I put 2 minus 2 is 0, and anything that it is divisible by 0 is gonna be what? Undefined. It means our X cannot exist. Our graph, I mean, cannot exist when our X, is equals to 2. So our solution is going to be what? X is an element of all real numbers. X is an element of all real numbers, but X, it is not equals to 2. What about the range? I just want us to see the difference. What about the range? What about the range? The range? Yes. Y is an element of all real numbers, but Y cannot be 3. Y is an element of all real numbers, but Y cannot be 3. Not less than or more than. There is no less, there is no more. You understand that? There is no less, there is no more. You understand that? So, so now, they are saying that by using your graph, by using your graph, by using this graph, no, now I know we are going to fight about this question. By using your graph, Barry, which, okay, let me just told, which values of x will x multiplied by h of x be greater or equals to 0? More jumpy question. I wanna learn say root all the students I will teach you not to jump the questions. We answer each and every question that you come across it. How can we answer this question? For this one I need 60k. 60k. Yeah? What are we doing with this question? I want to see something. When x is a fraction, what are you saying? What are you trying to say? What are you saying? When x is a fraction, what are you trying to say? Can you please try and answer this question? Yay. Hey, good evening, and how's it? Please follow the live. Yes, thank you very much for the follow. Please keep on following. I know I see more than 20 people watching my live without following, and it's not good. It is not good. Why that button it's still red? You should be feeling guilty. Please follow the live. And in the meantime, tap the screen. And in the meantime, let's answer, let's talk. I'm here. I'm not here to spoon feed. I'm here to help you. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you for the following, and welcome. So, what is the answer? How can we answer this question? We are back here now. How do we answer? Whenever a nation, it is the moment of silence. When x is less than 2, I guess when 1 greater than, and I don't understand. 1 greater and included than x. No. X is an element from 1 to 2. When 0 less. Negative 0. There's no such thing as negative 0. Yes, a function 0 less than x. 0 less than x. It means we are talking about that side. But 1 is this side. X is less or equals to 0. X is less or equals to 0. Then what? In between 1 and 2. Okay? X is between 0 and 1. Hey! Why are we having funny things? And trust me, I saw right answers. Trust me, I saw right answers. Just that I don't know who wrote it, but I saw the right answer. I won't tell. We don't kiss and tell. Up until you tape. Or at least it is constructive criticism. It's called constructive criticism. Babon. What's the answer? K? 60K. Tap the screen. Zokutshela answer when it 60K. I saw correct answers, but I won't tell. Because if I say, oh, is this one, you guys will run to the comment. I don't want that. But yeah, you know yourself who got the answer right. That's the correct answer, my friend. X is greater than 0 but less than 1. That's you. What's your answer? If you comment the correct answer, we are moving on. Comment the correct answer, then we move on. While other people, they tap the screen. X is between 1 and 2. I saw the person who got the right answer. I saw him too. And it's funny because of you don't see him even now. X is less than 0 but greater than 1. Less than 0. How X less than 0? X is less than 0 but greater than 1. No, that doesn't make sense. Yes, I'm going to explain the asymptotes while I'm done explaining this. Guys, like correct answer, come forward. Comment for the last. I've been avoiding you, ne? And now I've been seeing you and I've been avoiding you. Come forward with the correct answer, my friend. Don't keep quiet. I know you're still there. Come back. I know you're still there. Come forward. Hey, correct answer. Come forward, Correct answer. He doesn't want to come forward. Babo? I don't know. X is equals to 0 but less than 1. The answer for this question is what I'm looking for. He doesn't want to come forward. Yeah. X is Let me show you the correct answer. This is the correct answer. Yes, that's the correct answer. And thanks for other ones. Who's this guy? Asanda. Yeah. X. Yes, even yours is correct. Asanda. That's the correct answer. X is less than 0. X is less than 0. -2, -1, or negative. This is the negative part of the x, right? And remember, when we talk about the h of x, this part is positive. You understand that? I'm not sure if I'm making sense. This part, it's the positive part. You understand? Which means from here, from 0 to negative, the x's are negative. These x are negative. Multiplied by the positive value, because this, I told you already, this is the y. You understand? Yes, that's not the only answer. I know. This is the y. So it means already when x is less than 0, that's where we have the negative values of x and the positive values of the y, because this is the y. And when you multiply the negative and positive, you're going to get what? You understand that? What are we going to get if we get the negative x and the positive y? So we are going to get a negative. You understand? But the 0, it is included. You understand that? Because of y, it is included even here. So when x, it is less or equals to 0, the y is positive and the x values are negative. Am I making sense? Ira sense, mar. I hope it does. You understand? And let's check between x, between when x it is greater than 1 but less than 2, right? When x is greater than 1, but the 1 it is included, but the 2 is not included. You understand that? The 2 is not included because of is an asymptote. If our vertical asymptote it is equal to 2, our function doesn't exist. You get what I'm trying to say? The function doesn't exist when x is equal to 2. But when x is greater than 1, you can see when x is greater than 1, our h of x is on the positive side or negative side? Is on the positive or negative? What is it that is equals to 0? Is the function on the positive or negative? When x is greater than 1 but less than 2. When x is between 1 and 2, is the function negative or positive? Is the function negative or positive? Is the function negative or positive when x is between 1 and 2? No, not now. For now, I'm not accepting the guest. For now. No, it's not the positive, you guys. Guys, this part is the positive. This is the 0 point. This is positive. This is negative. This is it above or below x, this part of the function. Because of this, it's between 1 and 2. And this is where we get the function. You understand? Is this part above or below? See how many hours? I'm not sure. I'm not specific. So now I'm asking, is h of x positive or negative? Is h of x positive or negative between 1 and 2? between 1 and 2, is h of x positive or negative? Is h of x positive or negative? How? Yes. Yes, I will. No, one is included. One is included. One is included. Because of if when x is equals to 1, h of x is equals to 0. And if h of x is equals to 0, it satisfies this. Because of this, it says less or equals to 0. I'm not sure if I'm making sense. This is included. You understand that? When x is equals to 1, h of x is equals to 0, and when h of x is equals to 0 is going to be 0 times negative, which is 0. And this, it says what? Less or equals to. Less or equals to. It wasn't going to be included if this question, it was like this. But now it's like that. It is included. Why positive, guys? I just explained, guys. I just explained. No, maths lit. No. I don't teach maths lit. Hmm? Who doesn't understand this? Who doesn't understand? Or you still argue? Or what is not included? 2 is not included because of 2 is an isom2. We can't include 2. But 1 is included. You don't understand? Okay. How are the x values here? How are the x values here? Okay, let's just do it practically. Did you multiply 1 with 0? No, I'm not multiplying 1 with 0, guys. Guys, well, let me explain this in a simple manner. Let me explain this in the simple manner. Let's focus on the portion. Just that you guys, you don't understand how to check the portions. Listen, how are the x values here in this section? How are the x values more? How are the x values more? How are the x values here? The x values are what? Negative, right? Let's check the function. Let's check the function. This function. As we are checking this function, we are going to check this function between this portion when our x, it is less than 0, because of that's where our x is negative. How is our h of x? Is our h of x positive or negative? Our h of x is positive or negative, or is going to be positive, right? So now let's check the portion between 0 and 1. Is our h of x positive or negative in that portion? Is our h of x positive or negative? Positive, right? let's check the function between 1 and 2. Is our h of x, oh, let me wait for this side. Yeah. Is our h of x positive or negative between 1 and 2? Between 1 and 2, is our h of x positive or negative? Oh, dear people. It's negative, guys. This is below 0, guys. I told you, this line, it's a 0 point. And this line from 1 going that side, you can see from 1, we are going down now. We are below 0. This is negative. You understand that? It doesn't make sense even now. I feel like you guys are confusing yourself. You are making this to be even more harder for yourself. You understand it? So, yeah. So now, this is going to be positive, 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 positive. As here we are looking at the y. We are looking at the y plane, guys. Positive, 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 positive. Now it's negative, 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 negative. Because of now, it's going to be positive, 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 up until it reaches the 0 point. After 0, it's negative, 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 negative. Does it make sense? And when we look at the x is going to be negative, 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 up until 0. Between 0 and 1, how are the x values? Between 0 and 1, let's talk about 0 and 1. How are the x values? Positive. Thank you. Positive, positive, positive. So let's check the portion between 0 and 1. If we multiply x and h of x between 0 and 1, I repeat, if we multiply x and h of x between 0 and 1, are we going to get a positive answer or a negative answer between 0 and 1? Okay. All right. Between 0 and 1 is positive or negative? Okay. Light. Don't disappoint, please. Come on. Yeah, positive. Because of this part is positive and this part is positive. So between 1 and 2, hey, specifying what am I doing? University. People, they will. Between 1 and 2, when I multiply the x values and the f of x, what value am I going to get? Yeah, I hope I don't get. Am I going to get a negative or positive? Can I get a confirmation? Negative. Because of this part of the graph, it's negative. It changed. Because of it was positive up until here. Then it became negative. But the x, they will remain positive. Wabo? Positive. Negative. This is the 0 for the x. If I don't understand this part, I don't know. It doesn't make sense even now. So the question is asking you, please find the value of x for which the x values, when you multiply the x values and the h of x, which when you multiply them together, they will give me a negative answer. Because of this is Less than 0. What is less than 0? Is it negative or positive? Let's talk about less than 0. Is it negative or positive? The less than 0. The less than 0. Is it a negative or a positive answer? Yeah. They are saying to you, for which values of x will the values of x and the values of y for which function? H. When you multiply them together, they are going to give me the answer which is negative. You get it? It doesn't make sense even now. I believe it does. Maths. Please like, share, and follow, guys. Please like, share, and follow. Please like, share, and follow. Thank you very much. So let's move on. Oh, the solution, I gave you the solution for this matter. Guys, for more information, I charge 200 per month for these sessions, private sessions, ne? Private sessions, I charge 200 per month. Maths and physics, yeah. Oh, the functions, they are lapisa. Why do lapisa are the function? Hey, exactly why you know why lapisa. Yes. It's going to be 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 3. Yeah. And this function is going to be y. It's going to be equals to ax. G of x. It's going to be equals to hx. And this one is going to be f of x. It is not specified. No grade is restricted. No grading is restricted. No. So I'm going to ask, what is the range of g of x? What is the range of g of x? Not every day, man. There's a timetable that is going to be provided because I also do physical sciences. Can I get 65k likes? What is the range? Range of g of x. Yes, thank you very much. y is going to be greater than 0, ne? And this 0, it is not included, right? This 0, it is not included. Or y is an element of 0 to infinity, ne? Thank you very much. So what's going to be what? What's going to be the axis of symmetry? What's going to be the formula of an axis of symmetry? What's going to be the axis of symmetry? Please follow the life. Follow the life. Follow. Sharper follow. What's going to be the axis of symmetry? Axis of symmetry. For F. The axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry of F. Okay, I see x is equals to 2. Yes. To find the axis of the symmetry, you will just say 1 plus 3 divided by 2 is going to be equals to what? 2. Because of it's going to be the middle number between 1 and 3. So this is going to be our axis of symmetry, right? This is going to be our axis of symmetry. So we are going to have the coordinates of 2 is to y, right? So today, here's the golden question. I know we will fight. Hey, for which values of x? Hey. Okay. Yeah. What's going to be the solution for this graph? What's going to be the solution for this graph? Okay. Yes, it's the turning point. Okay. All right. Okay, in order for me to prove, let me just have people can request the first 9 or is it 8 people can request, because now we are reaching the end. Now people can request. Let's see people answering and Rebonore. Hello, how's it? Don't mute your mic. Sure, how's it?
No, we're just chilling.
All right. Thank you very much. So how can you answer this question for us?
Let me see. Okay, right now I'm just trying, ne?
Don't worry, you're welcome, my friend.
Okay, for which values of x will f and g increase? So my understanding from the question is that for which value of x, like the value of x you get, and then you plug it into the function, will give you an increasing trend. If I'm not lying, I'm not sure.
Like
So
values of x.
yeah, values of x.
Mm.
So for g of x, any value greater than 0 included will give you an increasing trend.
Any value that is greater than 0.
Yes, value that's greater than 0.
Wait, Ngari, your mic is bad, my friend.
Is it okay now?
Yeah. What are you saying?
Any value greater than 0 for g of x.
Any value that is greater than 0. It means you are referring for the value of the values of x that are greater than 0.
Yes.
They are going to give you an increasing trend.
Yeah.
Okay, Piccolo, now what are you saying? Do you agree with what he's saying?
Hello.
How's it?
Good and you.
I'm also good.
So, from my understanding, is that g of x and f of x, we are looking for the values of x for which those two graphs are above the x-axis. So, from we know that g of x will forever be above the x-axis because the asymptote is the x-axis.
All right.
So now, since we know that g of x will always be positive, so we need to find out the values of x for which that parabola will always be a positive.
All right.
So now, agar we're looking for f of x, right? The function, that parabola, right? So the parabola will be above the x-axis for the values that are less than 1 and the values of x that are greater than 3. So from 1 going left, from 3 going right, that parabola will be positive.
From
1, that
going
one
left
left, and 3 going right. The
Okay.
f of x will be positive. So we are not concerned about g of x because g of x will always be positive, right?
All right.
Yeah, so my answer is that x is x is less than 1 and x is greater than 3.
Oh, this is the solution.
Yeah, so I don't think people in the comment can. Yeah,
It's fine. It's fine. You are,
yeah,
you are, you
yeah.
are to be assisted, my friend. Don't
Thank you,
worry.
my
Don't
brother.
worry.
Thank
Don't
you very
worry.
much. Sure.
All right. Ravi.
Hola.
Sure. Fede.
Sharp.
Hey, what are you saying? What are you saying?
So now from my understanding, for which values of x will f and g increase? You are looking for the critical point where after that point, when y increases, x will also increase.
Okay.
You are looking for a point, for a value of x, where after that point, the values of y will increase with the values of x. That point is 2 when x equals to 2 because that is the turning point of the parabola.
All right.
After 2, the x values will increase with the y values. And then g of x will forever be increasing. So we are just looking for the critical point on the parabola, which is 2. So the solution will be x should be greater than 2.
X should be greater than 2.
Yes.
All right, all right. Ramsey.
Hello, can I criticize that for a moment,
Okay.
if you may allow me?
Aye, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry.
All right. Why are we using y values to answer this question, whereas the question is asking about the x values?
I
Because
answer
my
for
brother, the,
yourself, Kikalo. Me, when I will
yeah, I'm
rectify
asking
everything.
Mr. Kemang, Rabi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
So for a graph to increase, agere, it has to go up, agere. And
Mm,
the vertical axis is for the y values, agere.
right.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's why we look at the y values, where the y values increase, like where they go up. Because to the right, we know that the x values will increase to the right, and the y values will increase going upwards.
That's the thing. My problem is that we are asked about the x values, right?
Yes.
So why are we using the y value, that turning point, yeah, parabola, the y value, yeah, turning point?
No, we are not using the y value. We are using the x value.
Oh, okay. Okay, I hear you, my brother.
Okay.
Sharp. Thank you.
All
Sharp,
right.
sharp, sharp.
So, guys, ne, I want to emphasize something because of the reason for me to allow you to request. I just wanted to understand the confusion, right? Mr. Picalo, like I feel like you are confusing the positives and negatives of the function with an increasing and decreasing of the function. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, good.
Yes, sir. Well,
Like you are
I'm hearing you.
confusing the negative and the positive of the function and the increasing and the decreasing of the function. You understand?
Okay. Yeah.
Like if we look at this, ne, from 2
Mm-hmm.
to 3, where is our f of x? Is it on the negative or on the positive? Let's check this portion only. This portion. I want you to get the understanding. Is it on the negative or on the positive portion?
On the positive side.
No. It is on the negative.
That's
Check. Oh, listen. Check. From 0 to this
ah.
portion, it's negative.
You see, that's the problem that I was asking Mr. Rabi there. If we are saying the values of x, why are we using the y values to answer the question, whereas we are asked about the x values?
Board.
Okay.
Remember, the function it is determined by the y, but with
Mm-hmm.
respect to x. You understand that?
Ah.
You are going to use the x values to answer the question by looking at the y value. You understand that? That's why
Okay.
when I started the session, I said when you move from left to right, you are focusing on the x. But when you increase with the x value, you want to know what's going on with the y values. You can see this function it is forever increasing. How do you see that this function it is forever increasing? Because of it is increasing with the y values. As you move
Yeah.
from where? Left to right. In a nutshell, the y depends on the x values.
No, I hear you, my brother. Yeah, it's
You
been a while
understand?
since I've done my metric, so yeah, it's refreshing to see such content on TikTok.
Yeah. Thank you very much for joining, my friend. Thank you,
Thank you
thank
very
you.
much for having us, sir.
Sure. Thank you. How do we find the point of intersection? Oh, we are going to come to that. Thank you very much for the gift. Hey, Mbali, what's your take? What's your take?
Um,
How's
I'm
it?
boy.
Thank you. Thank you for the gift. Thank you. Yeah, what's your take? What's your take? Oh, you wanted to ask a
I
question.
need to keep it. No,
All right. What's your take?
no.
What?
i-point of intersection siyithola kanjani? Yinto ebengifuna ukuyazi leyo.
Oh, let me explain that thing real quick. So let's say for instance we have let me do this let me shift a little bit. For instance, you have two functions. Maybe this one it's y is going to be equals to 2x. Oh, damn. Y is going to be equals to 2x plus perhaps 3. And this one, maybe let's say this one is f of x, né? And this one is g of x. This one is going to be negative x plus 4. Oh, yes, or plus 2. And they're looking for the point of intersection. The point of intersection is the point where two graphs meet. You understand that? So it's which you are going to do what? You are going to say, let me accept. So which, like you are going to equate these two equations. G of x is going to be equals to f of x. Why? Because of they share the same x and they share the same y axis. You got that?
Mm.
Yes. So you're going to equate this 2x plus 3 with negative x plus 2. Then you get your x and you get your y. That's the point of intersection.
Okay.
Yes. Hey, baby. So, what's your take?
Sir, I get it. The question area for which values of x will f and g increase? And f and g, we are talking about the y values of x and g increase. So already, right about it, the graph of g is increasing. So let's focus on the graph of parabola. And the graph
Right.
of parabola, it will increase when x is greater than 0. I mean, when x is greater than 2, sorry.
When x is greater than 2, the graph of g will increase.
Yes, that's when the graph is going to increase. Yes.
So you also agree with this
Yes.
solution. All right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. So yeah, it's true. Because of if we can see, like when we move, like I told you before, Hore, if we are moving from left to right, we are increasing in x values, right? But as we are looking at the x values, we want to see what's going on with these two graphs. This one, it started by decreasing as we are moving from left to right. You see, or even I'm decreasing up until this point, of which is our what? The turning point, right? But as I'm moving from left to right and I'm checking what's going on with this g function, this g function, it is forever increasing for every value of x. This g is increasing. But when I'm looking at the x, this x, it is decreasing up until it reaches its turning point. So this will continuously increase, but from the turning point going that side, you see, or this g, this f of x, it starts to increase. So from here to going to the right, that's where we start seeing the graph increasing, and this one is forever increasing. Hence, this is the correct solution. Is that clear? Is this clear?
Yeah, it's clear, my brother.
Yeah. Thank you very much. All right.
So,
let me, yeah.
quick one. Ne? I mean, yeah, it's been a while, ne? Mara. I remember, ne, very well that. Okay, let me put it this way. If I want to find the solution between those two graphs, f and g, whereby the x values are above the x-axis, how may I put that question? Like, because of that solution that I gave is because of I want to find the x values for which both graphs are above the x-axis.
No, whenever you're starting to talk about the both graph being above the x values,
Yeah,
you are not
yeah.
specifying on whether the graph it is increasing or decreasing. You are telling us or above
Oh,
the
yeah, I
x,
remember that.
above the x, it means or we get
Mm.
this function to be having a positive y value. That's what you are saying. You are not
Yeah,
specifying
okay.
whether the graph is increasing or decreasing. That's why I said, Ori,
No.
you don't have to confuse the two.
Such.
Mm.
You
No.
understand?
Thank you, my brother. Sharp. Yeah,
As well.
nice.
Okay, Ergo. Okay. All right. So, guys, I'm going to have to. If you have no questions, please allow me to gudluza you, ne? So that other people they can come and ask, Wabo.
Can I ask something?
Okay.
So I don't remember right. So if you are looking for the distance between g of x and f of x at x equals to 2, how did we find that?
The distance, maybe perhaps you are looking for this distance here.
Yeah,
This distance.
yeah.
Ne? Do you see what this distance they are sharing which point?
X equals. Oh, I get it. No, I didn't phrase my question right. Not the distance, like the graph.
The graph of what?
The graph under g of x.
I don't understand.
Ah, shit. How do I put this?
Unless if you are looking for a distance or I don't know. Because if you are looking for a distance, it
I
means
think it was something like the equation of the distance under the graph there.
yes, it means
Yeah.
if you are looking for the equation of the distance, it means you will have to subtract since the g of x is above the f of x. It means you are going to subtract the g of x minus the f of x, right?
Yes,
But you
yes.
should remember that the g they are sharing which point? 2 minus f2 means or whenever you see the x value you are going to enter 2
Oh, yeah, thanks.
unless you are talking about the maximum distance or the minimum distance. That's where you will form an equation because of as you are subtracting these two, you are going to form an equation relative to x and y. Then you make y the subject of the formula and you derive and you equate the derivative to 0. You get it?
Yeah, I get it. Thanks.
Yeah. So other people, let's ask, guys. Now is the time to request. When I'm explaining, hey, Itumele,
Hi, sir.
hey, how's it?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm also good. Do you have a question or do you have a comment? What's going on?
I don't have a question.
Or you wanted to participate?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's fine. Give me the solution. Let's give each other this solution. When f of x multiplied by when g of x multiplied by f of x is going to be less than 0. Let's participate, guys. But please allow me, the first group, allow me to remove you, Abo, so that I
Can
can
I
enter
answer
you.
before you remove me?
Oh yeah. It's fine. It's fine.
So where it says which values of x will g of x times f of x be less than 0? We are looking for where the graph of g of x is above the x-axis and the graph of f of x is below the x-axis, or vice versa, right?
Okay.
So where the graph of g of x will forever be above the x-axis, right?
All right.
And the graph of f of x is below the x-axis between the points 1 and 3, right?
Yes.
So our solution will be x should be greater than 1 but less than 3.
Can I agree to Rabi there? Thank
All
you.
right.
Yeah, I'm voted. I vote for that answer there.
So Mbali, what are you saying?
So we sizobheka ilo, we are looking for positive and negative thingings. So since f of x is below the x-axis and g of x is above the x-axis, the answer is going to be x is going to be between 1 and 3, I think.
X is between 1 and 3. Okay. All right. So yeah, that's the solution.
If I may add, my brother there, the only way to get a negative answer, because we are trying to find a negative answer, right? G of x multiplied by f of x is less than 0, which means that we are trying to find a negative answer. So if g of x will always be positive, so we are not worrying about that one. So we are finding a solution whereby a parabola is less than or is negative. So the parabola will be negative between 1 and 3.
Yes,
Thank
between
you.
1 and 3, it's below 0. So this is the negative section, right?
Thank you. Yeah.
So our solution is going to be x. It's an element of, do we include 1?
No, we don't.
Why don't we include it?
Because at x equals to 1, y will be 0. The function will be equals to 0, not less than 0.
Oh yes, that's very good. That's very good. So this is going to be 1:3, right?
Yeah, that's the solution.
All right. I have a follow-up question. What about okay, what about x multiplied by f of x? X multiplied by f of x is gonna be less or equals to 0.
Can I answer?
Hmm?
Can I answer? So for which values of x will x times f of x be less or equals to 0, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what you are looking for is the values of x that we can multiply to the function of f of x that will make the function less than or equals to 0.
Yes.
What we are multiplying is the x and the y values.
Mm-hmm.
So the values of x from what is what is this? The y-intercept for the graph of f of x, because we'll need it in our solution.
I'm asking you.
The y-intercept.
Hey, I'm asking you.
We don't have the equation
The y-intercept.
for f of x. Because
No. The question is like this.
okay, yeah.
You don't have the details that you see on the board is the
yeah,
questions.
my mistake. So the solution will start when x is less than when x is less than 0 will be the solution, the first part of our solution.
When x is less than 0.
Yes, because the y values will be positive and the x values will be negative.
Okay.
And then our second solution will start from when x equals to 1 up until to when x equals to 3.
Oh, so others, what are you saying? Other people, what are you saying? Ah, people are scared to answer. So when x is less than 0, that's where we will get the negatives, right? And our f of x is what? It's positive. Ne? Our f of x is positive and the x's are negative, right? So it means that if we are having the negative value, and you said what's your first solution?
When x is less than 0
When x is less
or equals to 0.
than 0. Another solution?
When x, write 1,
When x is an element of
the square brackets, 1 to 3.
1, 2, 3, okay?
Yeah.
Yes. So because this part is going to be negative and that part is going to be positive. So if we multiply this part and that part, we are going to get an answer which is less than 0, right?
Yes.
And even here, obviously, this is the positive part of the x values. And obviously, and our f of x, it's below the x point, which makes what? Like which, when you are going to multiply the 2x and the function is going to give you the negative value. So this is correct, my brother. So yeah, guys, yeah, no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. That's very good, my friend. Yeah. So now, yeah, I'm closing the session, my friend. Thank you for your participation.
Ooh la la, sure.
It's well. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you very much. So, guys, thank you very much for. Yeah. Come forward. The request. That's curious saying no. Come forward. You can't say no while I'm giving. Oh, I have to go. 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 I will be live again around 12 o'clock for paper 2. We'll be dealing with paper 2 and I will post this on YouTube. And guys, please, for extra lessons, I charge 200 per month. Mos, I gave you the platform, Mos. I gave you the platform to come and speak for yourself. Speak for your peace. Baba, I came here and guys, I gave you the platform to speak your piece. You didn't want to request, so I don't know. But it's fine. Now I'm closing. Thank you very much for your session and thank you very much for your participation. Please like, share, and follow. Please follow me. Make sure that you follow me and thank you. Yes, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Piccolo. Yeah, it's a pleasure, man. It's a pleasure, man. Don't worry. Soon, today, 12 o'clock, we are in. Thank you very much, Homojo. Thank you. Please, the extra classes are 200 maths and physics, 200 per month. One maths and physical sciences, it's 200 per month. Not maths and like 200 maths, 200 physics. Ne? 200 maths, 200 physics. We're good to go. For more inquiries, make sure that you search BLR Tutoring. Here's the logo there. When you see the logo, you enter and you will see the quotation. If you want to query, you press query. It will kick you straight to my number. Whether you are rewriting grade 10, 11, and 12, if you have assignments in mathematics, maybe you are doing the annotated courses N1 to N4, UNISA, routine. Yeah, so thank you very much for your participation, and I hope God will be with you all the way, every time. Not now, my friend. Not now. I have to be disciplined, because if I ask, I've been hosting this session from 4 o'clock, and I believe it now it's been 3 hours. Well, leave a follow there, then we'll meet again later. Thank you very much.